Thank you, thank you. Hello, my name is Dillan Oliphant. I hope this goes well. Because I have been doing some rough gigs. I did a gig with Skalk Bezuiden out in Vicksburg, Free State. 100% white audience. I know, right? Where's the EFF when you need them? It was a rough gig. Every time a joke didn't work, I just screamed out, "Stop the farm murders!" Know your audience. One murder I am scared of is COVID-19. I am scared of COVID-19, but a lot of people don't take it seriously. A 9-year-old boy tried to take my hand the other day. I was like, no, I must do the tab. We must do the tab. He went, "Do you believe in COVID or Jesus?" I didn't know those were the options. I believe in Jesus. I'm not gangster. I'm not thug. I know just because I'm from El Dorado Park, people always expect me to be gangster. Like we could be walking into a party and my friends would be like, "Brah, did you see how that man look at you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "Are you gonna let him look at you like that?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's got a lazy eye. We call him Forrest. I am not gangster, man. I get into arguments on Facebook. That's where I poke. I got into argument with this one bro on Facebook. I was winning the argument. I know I was winning the argument because he started threatening me with fists. That's when you know you're winning a verbal argument. When someone starts threatening you with fists. He was like, "Brah, I've got a car." I was like, "Okay." He was like, "Let's meet halfway so I can show you what I can do to you." I was like, "Brah, I don't have a car. Do you know how angry I have to be to take 2 taxis to come and fight you?" Now I'm there in the first taxi. If you think I'm angry now, wait until you see me in a quantum. I am not thug, man. I'm not gangster at all. I am scared of COVID because I love my granny. I'm scared of COVID. I've got a granny who's 87 years old and I don't want my granny to die. She's too young. She's still got a whole life ahead of her. Grannies are so precious and racist, but mostly precious. Grannies will love you to a fault. My granny let my cousin sleep over at the house even though she knew the police was looking for him. That night I went to bed with the DVD player. DVD players are cold when they're unplugged. Woke up the next morning without the DVD player. I was angry, but my granny wasn't even upset. She was just happy the geezer was still there. Nothing can defeat a granny. Our grannies took the lemons that are townships and made lemonades. Without them, it would just be AIDS. If black and brown grannies don't make it into heaven, then no one should be allowed into heaven. Then we should just cancel God. Yeah, another straight white man bites the dust. Black and brown grannies did not get an easy life on earth. They deserve better in the afterlife. I want to get to heaven and see all the black and brown grannies enjoying the milk and honey without having to worry about diabetes. No one's gonna cut off their wings if they have too much of it. Our grannies are not gonna be cleaners and servants in heaven. They deserve better, all of them, even the ones who watch videos on their phones full blast while you're trying to watch TV. I love my granny and I don't want my granny to die. At least not now, but she's at that age where she wants to die. She always tells us, "It's my time, it's my time." And I'm like, "Granny, you don't even know the time." She called us all in the other day to tell us. She was like, "Dillan." I was like, "Granny, that's Janine. I'm on the other side of the room." She turned to me and she was like, "Janine, it's time. It's time to go meet your grandfather." I was like, "Granny, no, there are still good men on earth. Somebody get Granny on Tinder. I know she's weak, so I'll do the swiping." Uncle Gerald next door has a hearing aid. He's a good listener. Women love a good listener. I bought this girl I like a book titled The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***. I haven't spoken to her since. The book works. Dating is hard when you're sober, man. I don't drink, but I go out with people who drink. And people who think that you drink Coke like they drink beer. Like I've never had 8 Cokes in one night. The next morning, all my friends are waking up with hangovers. I'm waking up with diabetes. Now I can only wear one sneaker. I'm on Tinder, but Tinder might be too overwhelming for my granny. Maybe we should just take her to hospital. It's a great place to pick up boyfriends. They can share medication. There's a coffee shop for a first date. If things get heated, there are beds available. I'm not a fan of hospitals. I don't think anybody's a fan of hospitals, but me personally, I'm not a fan of hospitals. I got rushed to hospital with food poisoning. Food poisoning, if you've never had it, I'll explain it to you. Food poisoning is like apartheid in your stomach. There's a lot of separation and some forced removals. I got rushed to Baragwana Hospital. It's a government hospital, so that's where the rushing stopped. I was in pain. There was an Afrikaner uncle right next to me. He was even in more pain. He was there trying to get a nurse's attention. You know when he's trying to get a nurse's attention? He was there like, "Oei, Jare, help me. Die pijn. Hilda. Oh, Bas." Now you know you're in pain when you start screaming out Seven the Land characters, right? And I was in pain too. I thought this Afrikaner uncle just doesn't know his audience. So I started screaming out Generations actors. I was there like, "Tau Mukhale, Queen Moroka." Still no assistance. They were Movango fans. 13 hours in that waiting room. No assistance. Eventually the pain subsided. So I left. Government hospitals are proof that time heals everything. Thank you very much. My name is Dillan Oliphant.